Hello, and welcome to another Link's ASMR meditation session. Today, we're just going to do a very basic mindfulness meditation to remind you that at any given point in time, when you are stressed or anxious or just not feeling yourself, that you can always take a moment, stop what you're doing, and focus on your breathing to remind yourself that you are just a human. We're all just animals, products of the earth, and being conscious of that fact and of ourselves while also living in a world that has steered very far from being an animal and created these systems that overwork us, overstress us, and overindulge us in things that are really easy to affect our mental health and get affected by. So, let's do a very easy meditation together. Alright? So, to start, I want you to either sit in an upright position. Sit in an upright position. Or, if you feel like you're not going to fall asleep, which you can if you want to, feel free to. But try to stay awake. You can lie down. Just make sure your body's as straight as possible. So maybe you can lie down on the floor. I personally love lying down on the floor. So, when you're in position, whichever you choose, I want you to start by taking a few deep breaths in through your nose. And exhaling them out your nose. And as we start to quiet down our breath in our bodies, take a moment to acknowledge the thoughts that are currently going through your brain. Don't judge them, just let them exist and acknowledge that these are the thoughts that my brain is currently thinking of. And we'll take a few breaths here to sit with those thoughts and simply observe them. Simply observe them. And you'll notice, by observing your thoughts and not judging them, you will realize that they move on a lot faster. So, I'll remember that. Whenever one of these thoughts becomes too much, shift back to focusing on your breathing. And try and focus your attention on the air that's going into your lungs, the rising and falling of your stomach, your chest, whatever you're breathing into. I personally like to breathe from the diaphragm. And you'll notice that if you put your full attention onto the breath, you forget about the thoughts you are thinking, and you'll realize that none of them are real. But what is real is the observation of the body doing what it does, which is breathing in and out, in and out. Now that you can focus your attention to your breath, it's time we do a body scan. This is something that, with practice and coming back to this video or any other mindfulness video, you will learn to become better at. So, as you were focusing on your breath, and like how you can then change your focus from your breath to your thoughts, and your thoughts to your breath, I want you to now focus on the top of your head, the very, very tippy top. Don't worry if thoughts start barging in. Remember, you can connect with the breath at any time. And as you're focusing your attention to the top of your head, start focusing it around the top of your head and slowly focus on each area of your skull as you move down slowly towards the ears. On the front of your face, you'll notice that you can focus your attention to your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your jaw, and just observe if there's any tightness or feeling there, and let go. And let go and really relax those muscles. And as you're scanning down your face and your head, you're going to come up on your neck. We can hold a lot of tension on the neck. So make sure you shift your attention there and observe it and readjust to make sure you're in a more relaxed position as we move on to the chest and the shoulders and the back, the upper back. more places that a lot of people hold their stress and their anxiety. Just observe, observe, observe. You may have tension there from a long day of work or school, or maybe you went a little too hard at the gym, or doing yoga, or anything really. You might just be stressed out. Just observe, acknowledge that you are stressed there, if you are, and move down to the rest of your torso. The plexus, the solar plexus, the navel area. And focus on your stomach, your lower back, and just observe if there's anywhere that you need to let go. Just observe. And now we'll move to the pelvis area in the upper thighs. This is another area where there's a lot of tightness. If you're sitting all day, or if you are an avid runner, or maybe you're on your feet all day, doesn't matter. Pretty much everything we do with our legs can overstress them. And they might feel tight, but remember to just observe and try to let go of that tightness. As we move on to our knees and our calves and our lower leg, if you're sitting down, you might feel how your legs feel touching the surface you're sitting on, or even the way your clothing feels on your body, on your legs, as you're observing and moving down towards the feet. Now I'm going to include the hands here as well. Try moving your attention to each toe and each muscle of the foot, each finger and phalanges of the hand, and really just breathe into those areas and observe and let go. Remember that at any point, if you feel any intrusion of thought, to reconnect with your breath. And let go of those thoughts and observe them as they pass. And remember that you are this body. And the thoughts in your brain right now isn't what's going on. So connect with your body as you breathe in again. And let go as you breathe out. And when you're ready, I want you to try and observe and acknowledge your attention to your whole body at once. You can start by trying to observe both your feet, and when you have that, you can move up the body, or you can scan it from top to bottom again, and try to feel your entire body, as this is what we are. Your consciousness, your mind, and your thoughts are what makes us who we are. But we all neglect our bodies. And consciousness is throughout our bodies. So, a little trick to help you feel present and help with the scanning and the attention to each is to now focus on your hands. Just your hands right now. Try and feel the warmth inside your hands. I know it sounds odd, but try and feel inside your hands. That tingling sensation, right? That weird warm feeling is you. It's your body. And as you practice this technique, you can use it while scanning and really try and feel the inside of your entire body. And you're going to start feeling what is known as presence. It's when you acknowledge the here and now, and you let everything else go. So, at this point, if you haven't been lulled into a nice driftful sleep, I'm going to ask you to first focus again on the breath now. You can let thoughts in, but pay them no mind. And when I tell you to open your eyes, I want you to look around. Look around the room you're in, or the outside area you are near. And look at objects around you. Look at the shape, the color, the light. But don't give a name to the object. Don't judge the object. Just look at its presence, at its being. And breathe. Because at the end of the day, this is all there is. The present moment where you are. So, without further ado, I want you to open your eyes and look around. Don't judge, just look. And remember that when you see a chair or a flower, that is what we as humans call a chair and a flower. But we have no way of knowing what they call themselves. Try and observe in general, through life, through your day-to-day, and try not to judge. And you'll learn that mindfulness, presence, and inner peace is not only very achievable, but very easy. In fact, it might be the easiest thing you can do. Because we can all do it. It doesn't take anything other than a body and the ability to breathe. So, if you want, you can run this video back if you're still feeling tense. But I hope you enjoyed this little meditation session, and I'll see you all on the next video. Good night, goodbye, good morrow, and most important,